So here we have it. This is the main sewer line to my house. And unfortunately there's a leak right here. You can see the water just kind of leaking out. This is a 4-inch line. And I believe this is steel. This is a 4-inch steel line. And I think they put some concrete around it or something. I might have to clean that up. But at any rate, it's worth noting that there were a lot of tree roots in here that I had to brute force cut and remove. And so there you have it. So this is the location of where I'm going to put in a cleanout, two-way cleanout. And there you have it. Okay, this is part 2. So this is a cast iron sewer line. Goes obviously from my house to the street. You can see out there. And it's kind of interesting. If you look very carefully, you can see there is clearly a crack in the sewer line. It actually fractured, and you can just barely see the tree roots there. Kind of hard to see, but a little bit to the right, there's some tree roots kind of sticking out where that crack is. So basically this thing cracked and then tree roots grew right into it. Pretty crazy. Now, I already cut out a section of this sewer pipe, the sewer line. It's 4 inches in diameter. Just a little test section to see if I could cut a couple of things. It is cast iron, and you can see from the silver color of this recently cut pipe that this pipe's in remarkable shape. It's actually in pretty good shape. I'm actually quite impressed. I mean, there are some signs of corrosion, but considering this is 1939 when it was laid down, it's pretty good. The other thing that's quite shocking is that where the crack was, where we knew roots were growing, I was able to pull out this huge section that you see here. These are all roots, believe it or not, and I believe that's what was causing the blockage. And so there's even more in there. Okay, folks. Well, I've removed a section of the steel pipe, and everything is more or less squared up. And I am ready to install this two-way cleanout. I do need to go to Home Depot though to pick up a few parts to accomplish this task. But the good news is I think I can fix this. I've cleared each end up. There's some material that they put on the outside of this steel pipe. It's some, I don't know if it's like a mortar or a kind of a cement or concrete, but at any rate I was able to chip it off. And these are gonna have to accommodate clamps, rubber hose clamps. And there you have it. Okay, so we're back at the sewer project. This is what a two-way cleanout looks like. It's been obviously built specifically for this that you see below me. The 2 steel pipes have been prepped, and it's kind of an interesting problem here. If you look here, this was all plugged up with roots, and the collection of these little tiny roots can add up to quite a bit, as you saw in the previous video. And anyways, I think this sewer line looks pretty clean. And then we can look over here, and maybe not as clean, but certainly yeah, it's looking pretty good actually. So these sewer lines are pretty good. Okay, so the cleanout has been installed. It's a two-way cleanout. You can actually stick a root or auger in here and go towards the street or towards the house. That's cool. But I think the main thing that was accomplished today is we got lucky. It turned out that the blockage was occurring at this location, I believe, and I hope that's the case. and where I was able to literally cut this section out, obviously, and remove all the debris that had built up as a result of tree roots growing inside of a cracked cast iron pipe. A couple of things here that are worth noting. This rubber hose clamp, there's kind of like this sheet metal over it to kind of give it a little extra protection, but basically it's really important to torque these down to 60 inch-pounds so that nothing leaks. And there you have it. Now we can have a shower, we can use the toilet. I'm in heaven now. Okay, well, we're looking at the two-way clean out, and it looks like everything's working out really great. All the water is on in the house, and then my wife just flushed the toilet. And don't worry, folks, it's clean water. I told her to flush it, and you can see everything is flowing really well right now. This is just so awesome. So it turned out the blockage was here after all. I'm just so happy that this project turned out great, and all the things that can go wrong, this one actually went right. So anyways, there you have it. You can now have a shower and use your toilet.